London was glittered with hope in the year 2000. The construction of the Millennium Dome symbolised the optimism and hope in the air. However, for some, it provided an opportunity to attempt the biggest heist in human history. Meet the Diamond Geezers. The Millennium Dome heist was an attempted robbery of the Millennium Dome's diamond exhibition in Greenwich, southeast London, occurring in 2000. A local gang planned to raid the De Beers diamond exhibition, which is being held in the Riverside Dome at the time. Their aim was to get their hands on the Millennium Star. The gang had then planned to escape brazenly via the Thames in a speedboat. However, the robbery was stopped before it even happened by the flying squad of the Metropolitan Police as a result of information from Kent Police, who had already had the gang members under surveillance for the suspected roles in a number of robberies. On the day of the attempted heist, the men were armed with smoke bombs, sledgehammers and nail guns to be used to penetrate the security glass that was protecting the diamond. The digger was used by the gang to break through the perimeter fence and to crash through the side wall of the dome to reach the money zone, where the De Beers diamonds were kept. The digger came into the dome itself and parked outside the money zone. Once inside, one of the men started throwing smoke bombs. One of them knew that the bomb-proof glass could resist the force of a 60-ton ram raid, but his plan was to weaken the glass with 3 shots from a powerful nail gun, and then another gang member would then use a sledgehammer to break the weakened glass. The plan was working, and the gang were inches away from the diamonds. What they didn't know was police were waiting for them to make this move. The police then proceeded to pounce on all 4 members of the gang as they attempted to smash their way into the display case. As the 4 men were being arrested, other officers stationed around the dome arrested another man who was in a high-powered boat on the River Thames. The police also arrested a man who they suspected of monitoring police radio frequencies. He was detained on the north shore of the Thames, opposite the dome. Once the police had detained all the suspects they needed to, they were taken to police stations in South London. By noon, some areas at the dome had actually reopened, but other areas, including the money zone, were cordoned off. After a 3-month trial, 7 men were sentenced for the robbery. Lee Wenham was sentenced to 4 years, Raymond Betson was sentenced to 15 years, William Cockram was sentenced to 15 years, Terry Millman unfortunately died of cancer before the trial, Aldo Chiarocci received 15 years, Robert Adams received 15 years and Kevin Meredith received 5. Thank you for watching the video. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe as it really helps the growth of the channel.